Today's lesson is all about everyone's favorite word problems. We have three types of word problems that we're going to look at. We have Pythagorean theorem word problems, we have slope-intercept word problems, and then we have linear system word problems. And there's two of each on the paper. So what we're going to do for each of them is I'm going to go through the first one of one type, then let you try the second one on your own. Then I'll come back, go over the answer, and solve the one for you of the second type. Give you some time to try that one and kind of follow that pattern the whole way through. What I like about word problems, if possible, I try to draw a picture. In this case, and my pictures are not very fancy, we have a tower that's 30 feet tall. We have a wire coming down from the tower that's 39 feet long. And we want to know how far away from the ground this wire is going to go. So we're looking for x. If you remember from the Pythagorean theorem, I have a and c, I'm looking for b. So 30 squared plus x squared equals 39 squared. 900 plus x squared equals 1,521. Subtract 900 from each side. And I get x squared equaling 621. In order to get rid of the x squared and get just to x, I have to square root that side, both sides. When I square root both sides, I get x equaling 24.9 feet. Go ahead and try number 2. Have the teacher pause the video for just a moment while everyone works on that one, and then we'll come back and go over it. So now that you've had a chance to look at problem 2, Pythagorean theorem again, so I'm going to go ahead, draw my picture. Here's my TV measured on the diagonal, 25 inches, 15 inches tall. I need to find x. At the moment, I'm not going to worry about the fact that the shelf is 18 inches wide. When you solved for x, you should have gotten that the TV was 20 inches wide. So you have a 20-inch TV, and you want to put it on a shelf that's 18 inches. The question is, will it fit? No. You're supposed to explain your answer. No, because 20 is larger than 18. Okay? 20-inch TV is not going to, the width of a 20-inch TV is not going to fit on a shelf with a width of 18. So now we're going to move on to the second type of word form. You just did slope-intercept in one of the other wraps. So if you remember, we did a problem very similar to this. I'm going to give you your slope, and I'm going to be giving you an ordered pair. So m is 250, and the ordered pair is 6 and 2250, x and y. So y equals 2.5x plus b. 2250 equals 2.5 times 6 plus b. I'm plugging the x and the y into the problem. When I do that, I get 2250 equaling 15 plus b. Subtract 15 from each side. And b is 750. So y equals 250 x plus 750. And that's all it asked you to do. You didn't have to interpret it, just wanted you to write the equation. 4, very, very similar. I'd like you to take a minute, go ahead and try that one. So with this one, we have m being $1.50. I'm giving you the ordered pair 6, 15. So 15 equals 150 times 6 plus b. Multiply $1.50 and 6, I get 9. Subtract 9 from each side, and I get 6 equaling b. So y equals 1.5x plus 6. For problem 5 and 6, these are our linear system word problems, so you have to get two equations. So we're looking at Monday and Wednesday. So I'm going to have an equation for Monday. On Monday, we bought 4 cups of coffee plus 8 bagels, and it cost us $8.76. $4 times however much the cup of coffee was, plus 8 times however much one bagel was, gave us the total of $8.76. For Wednesday, we got 8 cups of coffee, 14 bagels, and paid $15.78. I need to find out the cost of a bagel, so I need to figure out what y is. Well, in order to solve this, I'm going to multiply this top equation through by -2. I'm going to multiply everything through by -2, and then I'm going to write it down here. That's going to give me -8x plus -16y equaling -17.52. My 8x's cancel out, which was the goal. Everything else gets added together. So -2y equals -1.74. Divide by 2, and I figure out that y is 0.87. And that is actually the cost of one bagel. If I had figured out x first, I would have figured out the cost of 1 cup of coffee. I could have then put that back into one of the equations as my x value and solved it for y and still gotten the same result. But when you actually look at the problem, it was a lot easier to multiply this top equation by -2 in order to get the x's to cancel out, instead of figuring out a number that would work with both the 8 and the 14. Last problem, very similar. I'm going to let you go ahead and try that one. With this problem, so many adult tickets plus so many children tickets were sold for a total of 14 tickets sold. $4 for the adult tickets plus $1 for the kids' tickets equaled a total of 38. We want to know the amount of each ticket sold. So I'm going to multiply this top equation by -4 because I'm going to get my x's to cancel out again. So -4x plus -4y equals -56. And then I have 4x plus 1y equaling 38. My x's are going to go ahead and cancel out. I get -3y equaling 18. Divide by -3. -18. Divide by -3. And y is 6. So there were 6 kids' tickets ordered. But it asked me to know how many of each type. So I know what y is. I need to find x. Well, x plus y equaled 14. Well, if y is 6, we need to figure out what x is. So I'm going to subtract 6 from each side. When I go ahead and subtract 6 from each side, I end up getting 8. So x equals 8 adult tickets. Questions on this, please make sure you stop over and see me, and we'll go from there.